Mark and Terry have their fair share of run-ins on this week's episode of 13. I'm Matt Drury, and you're watching a special cutting room floor edition of DoD TV. This segment of DoD TV is brought to you by Analogics. Protect your herd with the power of science. The party may be over for those Bucks, but the last week of the Missouri gun season still proved to be pretty interesting for those two Drury brothers. It may be deer season, but seeing a turkey and seeing turkeys everywhere, well, that's not unheard of in the fall. Now, what isn't so common is seeing a smoked-faced turkey. When you see something like this, you gotta just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
There's that smoky one. See her?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's pretty.
Well, she is.
I like that color. These turkeys are pretty.
Mm-hmm.
How many times have you seen a turkey like that? I could count on probably one hand. Terry's encounters didn't end there though. A couple days later, he was on a little doe patrol mission and he had a bobcat go in and track his deer for him.
See the cat?
Oh, I do now, yeah.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Gonna go eat your deer.
Yeah. Oh, he's crossing the road. He's crossing the road. See?
Yeah.
The doe's gonna come down here. What?
There's another deer right here. It just walked right up to. The bobcat just walked right up to a deer.
There's nothing more stressful than watching a predator reach its prey before you have a chance to get out of your blind. Luckily, that bobcat didn't stay long and Terry was able to get some awesome footage. Now that we've seen all the fun that Terry had, let's join brother Mark and see literally the run-in that he had with a doe on his way to the farm.
We're driving down the road. We're headed in for a Missouri hunt. Up out of the ditch pops this doe, hits the side of the truck. I never even saw her coming. I had zero chance to brake.
That came out nicely, didn't it? That's a nice souvenir. We might take that to the blind tonight as a reminder of what happened today. That's gonna look good in the shop, ain't it, Wade?
Yeah.
God's glory. This just really wasn't what I wanted to do. Look at that. I mean, just hammered it. Hammered it. That's the hardest I've hit a deer all year.
Speaking in terms of herd ratio, I think my ram just helped it a little bit.
I'd say that's about a $3,500 doe tag right there. Pay up, brother.
That's one way to get an extra doe. Luckily, nobody was hurt. Finally, on 13, you saw Mark had an encounter with a great 10-pointer in Missouri in Phase 1. Well, he finally caught back up with that stud in Phase 9, and this time, he had a Winchester in hand. Without further ado, here's some of the extra footage that we didn't get a chance to show you on the episode of 13.
Boy, when you get into this phase and this time of the year, it really comes down to the weather. If you have the right weather, you can see the deer. If you don't, you're probably not going to see them. It also depends a little bit on the herd ratio within your farm. If there are still a few does cycling into estrus, the buck activity could be quite high if the weather's right.
We're trying to optimize that buck to doe ratio. They were born at a 1-to-1 ratio. You obviously want to make sure that you at least harvest at a 1-to-1 ratio. If you go out there every year and you're harvesting a buck and you're not shooting any does, you're absolutely hurting yourself overall.
We've sat since 6:30 this morning. And I think we just got him. It hit him good, didn't it?
Yeah.
I was right on.
Right in his shoulder. You smelled him. There was blood too, and he was running off.
Okay. All day sit, and he just like that.
You said, we're gonna sit here all day, and he's gonna come out right at last.
And we said we won't care.
Nope.
Should we go look for him when we got light?
Yeah.
Let's look at the shot just to make sure. Oh, yeah? I took hair there, did you see that? I hit something.
We got enough pre-roll.
Oh yeah, we got plenty. With a smash, man. He's probably been laying back there all day bedded, you know?
Oh yeah. We've been sitting in that blind all day.
All day waiting for him. We waited and we waited and we waited and we waited and we watched and we watched.
And I slept.
And Wade slept. All's well that ends well, buddy.
That's right.
And we had multiple deer go straight downwind of us this morning, and we crush our stuff every day. We had 2 ozone generators in the field, and I was sitting there thinking, man, they could blow this whole thing. Which lane did he run out?
There's his hair.
Okay, so now. Right there.
Yeah, baby. Look at that.
Yeah, baby. Man, what an awesome place to recover an incredible Missouri deer. We had a warm fall and then finally cold weather, but finally this guy who started this show off, this was the first shooter I saw of the season on a biologic deer radish field in phase 1. Here he is, we finally meet again in The Party's Over, and the party's just getting started now. Just unbelievable. How do we get more blessed than this? I'm unsure where that shot hit, and I felt like I made a good shot the first time, but any time that I can make a subsequent follow-up shot, I always try to, because you just never know what happens on that first shot. Luckily, the first shot did him in, but this one is a wind checker now. What a night. What a night. We're gonna go, I've already notched my tag. We're gonna go get him out of here. Here we are out in the middle of this non-typical clover field. Just, you can't hear a sound out here. That's what's so cool about this spot. No roads, nothing. All you hear is crows, turkeys, owls, and deer. It is a beautiful place on earth right here, I can tell you that. One of my favorite places to sit because it's so private. Cover east, west, north, and south. Whew. That was unbelievable, I can tell you that. That was unbelievable. What a way to end The Party's Over. And you know the best part, Wade? The next phase?
We'll be in Texas.
We're gonna be in the Lone Star State. Woohoo! Texas, here we come, baby.
We love Texas.
We love Texas.
Awesome work getting back on that bruiser, Mark. All the hard work's paying off. Be sure to catch this week's episode of 13 only on the Outdoor Channel to catch this hunt and all the Doe Patrol missions that we had in hand. Last but certainly not least, make sure and subscribe to the Drury Outdoors YouTube channel for all the latest and greatest updates. Until next time, safe hunting. This segment of DoD TV is brought to you by Mossy Oak Camo.